What is up, everyone? Predator Throw-It One here, and I'm back for another episode of Analyzing the Gameplay. Now, I think it's the third one or the fourth one. I think it's the third one. And today we're going to be using the Type 95. The reason I'm using the Type 95, and I know overpowered, oh my god. The reason I'm using it is because I was going for the overpowered, underpowered series. So, that's my leeway. Otherwise, I honestly don't believe in this whole nonsense that, oh, I can't use the FMGs, I can't use this. Okay, don't use Dead Man 10, okay, that's really big bullshit, but if a gun is good, why not use it? And the reason I'm pretty quiet is because it's just pretty late, and I don't want to disturb the parents, so I'm just trying to keep this on the DL, but otherwise it's a good gameplay. I think I go 37 and 15, but there are some good things and there are a lot of bad things, as I can remember very clearly. And right here I'm playing with a subscriber, and make sure you add me on PlayStation. If not, look at the feed, it has my name on it. So the first thing we have right here is right now. So what I'm doing is I'm defending while my peoples are taking the flag and defending it. So I'm defending their position, and right here the guy gets pre-fire on me, so can't really do anything about that. So what I'm trying to say is that you should really just defend, because you know your teammates are there, so you don't need to be there. Now the second thing is I shouldn't have walked into this blinded. I knew that I didn't have teammates totally covering me from behind, so I shouldn't have just ran through the smoke. I should have just come around here and just gone around slowly and take them out from a distance, because this isn't an up close and personal kind of weapon. So that's about it for that one. And the third one is you should really check all of your lines of sight. As you can see here, this guy came out of the left. I'm pretty sure that when I would come down here into open space or whatever, I could have noticed him on the left and taken him out, or at least found out that he was there and took a note of him. So I would really recommend checking your lines of sight all the time. It's one of the things that are very important. And right here I go a little bit ham bone. And one more thing I wanted to say, I didn't write it down, but right here is very important what I'm doing. What you want to do is when you're wounded, you want to sit down and take, and I don't know what these guys were doing. I think he was just trying to piss him off, but what you want to do is you want to sit down and you want to have your health regenerate. Why? Because otherwise you're going to walk into a gunfight and you only need one bullet, and then you yell at your television screen of why you died instantaneously. So right here, I died because I should have gotten more cover. He was pretty much head glitching from that thing, and I had my whole body, and I'm pretty sure that the tables have just switched right now, but whatever. And the fifth thing that I'm doing right now is clearing out the area that I'm about to invade, which is very important. You don't want to do this just like my other one when I said, well, just previously in this commentary, when I said when I said that you don't want to run blindly into gunfire. Apparently I learned it, and right here again, you don't want to rush very, very fast into the gunfight. You want to take your time, and you want to go slowly, okay? Call of Duty isn't always about getting who's going to get there the fastest and who's going to do this. It's about taking your time and getting all the kills you need to get, and then eventually you'll get there and catch up. So as usual, my team is pushing the flag like crazy. And right here what I do is I take this guy out, and I shouldn't have sprinted so much, because the problem with sprinting is if you don't have Steady Aim Pro, and what Steady Aim Pro does is it takes your gun up from sprinting way faster. I think it's by 50%. And right here I try and dodge the stealth bomber, but I'm the only one that dies. And so you should only sprint a lot if you're using Steady Aim Pro. Otherwise, I wouldn't really recommend sprinting. The other thing I would like to know, and I'm noting a lot of things, and that's good, is because that's ace accuracy right there, ladies and gentlemen. Is again another example of sprinting. Is that when there's a reason you have a secondary weapon. The reason you have a secondary weapon is, one, if you're out of ammo, or two, if you have a weapon that is of a different type that isn't suitable at close range. That's why they made secondary weapons for people like that use this kind of gun. And right, like when a sniper walks into a building in real life, he doesn't walk in scouting with his Beretta 50 caliber. Sounds weird. Just a Barrett 50 cal. He doesn't scout in with the Barrett 50 cal. He takes out his pistol and he goes slowly. And what a good example of here setting up the gunfight is by how Woody's gamertag would say was by controlling the engagement. Now, again, not checking your lines of sight and relying on your teammates to cover you isn't always good unless you have teammates that you can trust. If you're rocking with randoms, I wouldn't really recommend trusting them simply because they might just be casual gamers and might not be the kind of gamer that you and me are. That's why we're watching these videos. So the important thing, like I was saying, is to set up your gunfights so that you always win. Earlier you saw that I got behind the barrel, and you saw that I always won the gunfight. So that's the reason, because again, it kind of switched the table like earlier. I was fully open and that guy got a head glitch, and I don't know, I just took the kill from my teammate. He's probably swearing his ass off at me then, but at that point he had the head glitch and I was full body, and now he was full body and I had the head glitch. You always want to set up your gunfights so that they always work out in your favor, because that's the whole point of Call of Duty. If you do that every single time, you will never die. But that's irrelevant, ladies and gentlemen, because you might get hit by a Predator missile or Dead Man's Hand, which are both kind of BS, but Predator missiles you kind of have to earn, right? So I'm okay with dying to a Pred. And right here, I noticed that I was going about partially way through this gameplay, and I was like, okay, this is a pretty good and analyzing the gameplay. So I want to kind of hurry this up because I don't want to have a 10-minute commentary about talking about this, because I'm pretty sure I can't, and I'll just try and find fillers. So right here I'm just like, okay, playing the objective, trying to speed up the game as much as possible. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, my throat is so dry from this. But I'm trying to speed up the gameplay as much as possible, and I'm pretty sure I won't even make it talking to the end. So guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this analyzing the gameplay. Please remember to leave a like down in the description. This took a lot of work. This is probably one of the biggest hard-working series I do on my channel, because it takes me to go through the gameplay a couple times, write down notes, write down the markers, make sure I got it right, put it in sync, make sure it's perfect. So guys, I really hope that you enjoy this. Please remember to like again. I would really appreciate it. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, or if you're new. I'm Predator 301, ladies and gentlemen, as my throat gets drier and drier, and I want to go get some water so bad. Bye bye. It's a terrible ending.
Break it down.